Hey guys, Moto Gogo here. Just thought I would hop on to some sim and just talk to you guys about what all's going on and why I've been a little bit uh, distant these last couple of days, especially. A lot of you that follow me on Twitter and Instagram and everything probably already know. And by the way, I've not played sim in about a month, so I figured out of all games, this would be kind of perfect. And yeah, we'll get more into that. By the way, this is always one of my favorite tracks. This is Burnsville, one of our original St. Jude tracks. Checkers made it, still absolutely one of my favorite tracks of all time. Okay, I'm trying to think of where to start. So, these last couple of weeks have been a little bit rough. Trying to make that triple up. I couldn't remember how fast I needed to go. Like I said, I'm just going into this without playing it forever. Don't even want to warm up. Just want to talk to you guys and ride. Things have been good and bad. I've slowly started getting things back together in my life. Things were starting to pick up a little bit. Things were shaping up for the best, hopefully to help my future get everything together. And then I sadly found out that Saturday night, while I was hanging out with my wife and just eating, I got a phone call from back home from a family friend, and it was broken up. I couldn't tell exactly what was being said, just a couple of things. I was like, okay, it just sounded kind of serious, but I wasn't sure. And I told her, I was like, hey, call me back on the house phone if you can. She was over at my father's house. I was like, just give me a call back. No big. And she was like, well, I'll do it as soon as the cops leave. And all I kept thinking was, that doesn't sound good. I was like, did we get a break-in, like what happened? So the next 15-20 minutes were, of course, the hardest thing to wait for. And sadly, 20-30 minutes later, I'd found out that my father had passed away. And of course, every question on my mind. My dad, if a lot of you have been a part of my stream forever and always talk. My dad, he would ride 3+ hours each way to Big Bear and back, or Lake Arrowhead, every weekend. That was his favorite activity. He had a DRZ 350 bored out to a 427, just perfect, good dual sport, fully street legal. He would take a couple of street roads and the dirt roads. So I was worried. I was like, maybe he crashed. Like, hopefully everything's okay, whatever. And then I just later found out that the situation, and we'll talk about that more in here in a little bit. And so of course that's already a devastating blow. I sadly, since I live across the country from my father, he's in Southern California. I'm here all the way in the Tennessee-Georgia border, and we still keep in contact quite frequently. We talk at least, I don't know, it was once every 2 weeks at the most. Just we talk about motocross races. He was actually extremely excited about Moto of Nations, and of course, same day qualifying happens, this happens, but that's neither here nor there. And I know a lot of you are probably like, okay, this is weird, Moto. Why are you talking about this? Like, this is just something that you need to be sitting and grieving. And I am, trust me. I mean, this has happened Saturday. I thought I got more and more info every single day as it goes, but this is something I really want to talk to you guys about. This is something that's very important. I know it's kind of weird coming from me, Mr. Usually the nicest guy you'll ever meet in motocross video games, and a lot of you have known me for years, and it's such a weird topic to talk about, but it's one of those that I feel like now, with especially the situation, I need to be one of those to step up and also talk about it too, and not be ashamed of what had happened. I hate to admit that my father had committed suicide. And to be honest, that was the most devastating blow in this whole thing. But there was, for me at least, being so far away, I had zero warning signs. It was the most sudden, unimaginable thing I could possibly think of. And the reason why I'm talking about this is I have dealt with bipolar my entire life. Since I was, I think it was like 13, 14, I was checked out, and they had diagnosed me with bipolar. And I've been double checked again multiple times, and sure enough, I mean, I can even see it in my own personality. My wife sees it from time to time. It's something that sticks out, and I know about it. I'm not afraid to talk about whatever. If I'm in a dark place, having a bad day, I'll talk to my wife about it. I'll talk to my friends. I'll just let them know. Just the reason why I bring this up, like I said, is just if you are ever in a dark spot, and even if you're too proud to admit you don't, need it or anything else, never be afraid to seek help. Ever. There's so many people that care about you more than you ever think you will, that one dumb decision will cause a ripple to ruin everything around you. And this is a weird, hard thing for me to talk about. And once again, I know a lot of you guys, this is going to be an awkward video, and I don't care. I just feel like I need to talk about this. I just feel like you guys need to... I've always heard about suicide. I've always heard about how much it'll hurt people. I always know that your one decision could affect so many people that you would never imagine that it would. And this is the first time it was ever close to me, and of course it had to be my own father. And, like I said, just anytime any of you ever, please, talk to somebody. I never want to see any of you guys that have become a family of mine on the internet, you know, become close friends in any way, anything like that. I want to see, not even to my worst enemies. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through what I'm going through right now. This has literally been the hardest thing in my entire 32 years of being here that I've ever gone through. And I've gone through some crazy stuff. I mean, I've gone through wildfires. I've gone through, you know, just car accidents. I've gone through some crazy stuff in my entire life. Just, this will always take the cake, I think. But one weird thing is the further I get with it, I know it's going to make me stronger in the end. And I'm surprised. I mean, of course, the first day was rough. Day one was bad. Honestly, 2 days ago, I think was the worst. They always say it's kind of like surgery in a way where day one is bad, but then a couple of days later, the healing happens, and that's when it really starts setting in. And it's been tough. It's a hard road, and like I said, just all I keep just please, any of you ever that feel just lost, that don't feel like you can make it, don't feel like there's anything you can do, there is always something. And I know it's hard yourself, trust me. I couldn't imagine. My dad was a proud, stubborn man. Honestly, one of the smartest people I've ever known in my entire life. He ran a machine shop and, you know, did all his own work. Like, he had private clients who would come to see him. He built, like, muscle car engines his entire life. It was awesome. I was lucky enough to grow up with him, just watch him. And actually, we built my engine from my 69 El Camino. We had it at 628 horsepower, supercharged at first, backed it down to a 476, naturally aspirated, 350 bored over to 355 short block, or small block, I should say, sorry. And he helped me build my El Camino. I worked with him, you know, all my years. I mean, he had so many muscle cars that we just built over the years, and just dirt bike rides and going to Glen Helen, and just, you know, just so many good things that he was a part of. And like I said, just one of the smartest men I will ever know in my entire life. And I know, of course, everybody says that about their own father. I'm being dead serious. Anybody that ever knew him can tell you he was just an insanely intelligent man, and that's why it's just that much more shocking that something like this would happen. So I know sorry, I'm probably just rambling too. I just need to talk. It's not been an easy time, and I'm sorry. This video, like I said, is probably gonna be really weird, and hopefully I do get the message across. Even though this is probably the most broken up, dumb video you'll ever see of me making, I just felt like I had to make this. I'll be leaving on the 20th of this month to head back home. I won't be back until November 3rd, so sorry, don't expect, of course, any videos or streams, which I might actually stream from California. I don't know, we'll see, depending on how things go. I'll have a laptop out there. I might do a short one just to touch base, say hi, you know, feel normal. Again, as odd as that is, as weird as it is, streaming to me is normal. It helps me just relax, talk with everybody online, play some games, have fun. And, yeah, so, I'm sorry, I just hit a wall. I really don't know what else to say. Just over and over again, just please, if you ever need help, seek it. Never feel too proud to take it. I've been through counseling myself years ago for other issues. I just don't need to dive into that. That was just... It was hard to just accept that you need help. But at the same time, it was one of the best things I could have done for myself. And there's a lot of cheap options, too, actually. Just let them know that you're not making tons of money. And there's a lot of organizations out there, like my counselor that I talked to, he had a rate of as high as $150 an hour, but for me it was only $20 an hour because I was living on minimum wage, so it wasn't a big deal. Like, just talk to some people if you need to, whatever. And like I said, seek family, seek friends. Nobody's gonna judge you for the way you feel, ever. And I know I'm just doing terrible. I'm just trying to focus, just trying to make it through this. And that's, I think, was the final lap anyways, but that's okay. But as I leave this video, I just want to say thank you to a lot of you that have stopped to talk to me about this and send their dearest sympathies and everything else, and I get it. I'm not looking for emotional, anything from this. Like I said, I just want to clear the air. I just want you guys to know, and I'm not afraid to say it. It sucks. But all I can say is, please, if you need help, get it. And I get it. It's okay to not be okay. I love you guys. Have a good day. Moto out.